All right, everybody. Welcome to our podcast. We go live every Friday to talk about everything you need to do to write, publish, and promote a great book. And today we are going to talk about trusting the synchronicities, the divine synchronicities that happen when you embark on your book mission. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, co-founder of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, and I'm here with our superstar author, Joanie Lindenmeyer, to talk about this for you. Welcome, Joanie.
Hi there, Elizabeth. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. What a phenomenal topic we have coming on today.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
hopefully we'll just roll right with it. And everybody else out there, you be thinking about the synchronicities in your life. And welcome to all of you.
Yes, yes, yes. So when we say synchronicities, let's just define what that means. It means when things you didn't plan but are amazing just sort of pop up out of nowhere that are assisting you in your mission. So I'll just share one for me. A divine synchronicity that just happened is I chose the publication date for my new book, my Goddess Empowerment book, for August 8th, which is the Lionsgate portal, which is a very powerful cosmic day when the energies are really, really strong for manifesting. And so I'm doing an online retreat to help women meditate and manifest. And you've done it with me, Joni, and I know
Yes.
you enjoyed it. But I chose August 8th as my publication date. And then my dear friend, Detroit by Design founder Rich Rice, who created, and you met him in Detroit.
He's incredible. He's incredible. What a man. What a person.
Well, he invites me to do my podcast either for Two Sisters Writing and Publishing or the Goddess Power Show at his events that are amazing. And so his next event is August 8th, and I'm going to launch my book there. And it's
Oh,
not just any old event, it's a pink party where everybody has to wear pink. I know, Joni, right? That's a synchronicity. Hello. And you had no
my
idea I
gosh.
was going to say. No
Oh
idea.
my gosh.
Yeah.
That
So
that is
that
high 10. High 10. Everybody throw out your high tens to Elizabeth right now. One, two, three. Oh,
so that's a divine synchronicity. So it's my book launch, and I'm going to do other events, but that a pink party with people I just absolutely love in a really cool setting because he does like purple and pink lighting and chandeliers and a cabana, and it's just amazing. So I trust that my book is going to be so successful. I already know this because it's going to touch people's lives, just like you're doing with your books, Joni, and our
yes.
books. But anyway, that's a divine synchronicity on my book mission because my book is not just a book, it's a mission, just like Joyously Free, None Better, Healing Religious Hurts. So, Joni, share a divine synchronicity that you've experienced.
Oh my gosh. Well, the first one is I think just even in
Mhm.
writing the book, and I still say from the very beginning, Jesus, Carol, and Joni wrote this book. There
Mhm.
were times, Elizabeth, where I had no idea what was going to come out of my mouth or out of my fingertips, and the divine world just took over and started typing and typing and typing and typing. So for you out there that are writing, just trust that your fingers will do the magic. If you're right on the inside, if your piece is good on the inside, you've got this. You've got this. So the synchronicity for me too is as I go back just 2 years ago, how I met you and Catherine, your sister.
Oh,
To
yeah.
me, that just blows me away.
Mhm.
It's like I find my little bit of book of Nun Better in my drawer after Carol had died. I go to the prayer corner. I'm praying and sobbing. Next thing I know, Daniel's calling me. Next thing I know, my sister Gail's drawing the rough draft of this. Next thing I know, I'm in talking to your sister Catherine, and I'm meeting you. And I didn't plan on writing a book. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest synchronicity. Did not plan on writing a book. And lo and
Wow.
behold, it came to be. It came to be.
Wow, that's
So I have
amazing.
one little prop, Elizabeth, one, and I
Okay.
just drew it. Like I'm in San Diego right now. We're setting up for our Pride booth today, and Pride will go all day Saturday and all day Sunday. My team is ready to go, but I have one prop and I drew it. And this is just, have you heard of the saying, and you probably have, about the iceberg? You only see what's up top, But what's down below? And I think that is the synchronicities. When you just totally trust, and things will just come from wherever they come. And I just so believe that see things on the surface, but there's more. There's something bigger. There's something huge, and you don't always know what that is. So yeah, oh my gollies.
That's so
I could go
fun.
through a zillion synchronicities. Can I do one more?
Of course.
Okay, we were writing Joyously Free and we wanted contributors to write in it. Okay, so on page, and if you have the book, it's on page 220. It's on page 220, and it's a picture of all of our contributors. Well, let me just do a recap of the synchronicities. First contributor I'm thinking of is Michael Martin, and he has a saying. He says, I met a nun in a bar. That's where we met. Synchronicities. It was like, why would I go to the Loft Gay Bar in Hillcrest with my friend Ruthie? And then I run into Michael and his whole story. So there's one synchronicity. How about Will Jester? I go to the youth LGBTQ book club, which I've never been to before, and I meet Will. Will is now a contributor. How about Jenny Leffler? Jenny Leffler. I meet her when I go to grief group from when Carol died. I meet her at the hospice grief group because I went because I thought, oh, maybe I could be a friend to somebody. She went to the group because she wanted to find a friend.
Mm.
Synchronicities. It's like
Mm.
unbelievable, you know, and you can just go on and on and on. So I'm going to be quiet and let you roll with it some more.
Oh, Joni, that's awesome because a lot of times when someone embarks on a book, it's very a mysterious path. They don't know if they'll be successful. They don't know how they'll get to the destination of finishing a book and publishing and promoting a book. So when these divine synchronicities happen after you take the first step to begin the book journey,
Yes.
it's the
Yes.
universe, God, spirit, whatever your beliefs are, affirming that you are on the right path and that assistance is going to occur. One of my
Yes.
favorite stories, and this money is a huge aspect of writing and publishing and promoting a book. So one of my favorite stories is yours, Joni, when you said you didn't know how you were going to pay for me as a book coach and then publishing and promotions, and now you're traveling to multiple states. And you had Carol's mobility van that you
Yes.
needed to sell. And it turned out
Yes.
the amount that you sold it for was the exact amount that you needed to get started with coaching and publishing and promoting.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep. Totally. And that was such a God moment and such a grace. And it paid for None Better, paid
Mhm.
for the business cards, it paid for the coaching, it paid for
Mhm.
everything involved to
Mhm.
make it work. You know, and
Mhm.
people ask me, well, how much was that? Well, it was 12,000. I don't know if it was 12,200 or 12,500. What an investment. You
Mhm.
know, what an investment. So it's like it's bigger than the money, but the money will come when it needs to come,
Right.
you know, because you're going deep, you're going deeper and you're trusting.
Yes, yes,
Thank you
yes.
for reminding me of that. So has
I
that
love
happened
that
to any
story.
other authors of yours?
Um, yeah, I've heard other people say that the resources that they needed just came at the right time. Like they got an unexpected windfall or some kind of bonus. But paying for things is a huge source of anxiety and actually a stopping point for a lot of aspiring authors. So the point is to get started and believe and see the vision, and the universe will respond accordingly. And that's like, it
Awesome.
feels like magic and miracles, and it really happens.
And they are magic and miracles. That's
Hmm.
the thing. They are.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Can you think of another synchronicity that you've had experience with your BIS tribe writing of the book? Not we got the launch with Rich Rice and the Pink, but what about the actual writing of it, Elizabeth?
Yeah, when I've actually done the writing, I've had sort of my time and energy open up, and my genius zone writing has been on fire because you have to be to write, this, you have to hunker down, shut out the world, no distractions. And over the July 4th weekend, which is a holiday when most people are out barbecuing, boating, beaching, pooling, having fun, going out all weekend, 4 days. I was at home alone finishing my book. And
Mhm.
that I had the power to say no to invitations that were awesome, and I'm grateful, but I stayed home and I did the work. So it was the timing and the energy were all synchronicities for me to actually get it done.
Yes. That is awesome. And it reminds me of my timing as well, because I started writing None Better July, and then I ended up having that knee replacement surgery in November. That
Hmm.
was the first year. And then when Joyously Free came around, I had to have that hand surgery. And
Hmm.
so the timing was just perfect, and how the book stuff took priority, but then it was also a priority of taking care of self that you need
Hmm.
to do. And that timing just works out right. You don't
Hmm.
have to stress about it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well
very
said.
exciting. Thank you. So
Yes.
for all of you writers out there and you're wondering how can this apply to you, the first step, it's all about energy and intention. And so when you step forward with some action and say, okay, I'm going to write this book. And even if it's 30 minutes a day or Saturday mornings every week, whatever it is, start, because otherwise it's just an idea in your mind that has no physical form. The first step to manifesting your book in physical form is to actually take out a pen and write on a piece of paper or put it on your screen on your laptop or desktop or iPad or your phone, wherever. Just start writing. That's a physical manifestation of your book. And that activates energy within yourself and the universe for these divine forces to start orchestrating your success. So the key is action and also believing. So in your mind, you're seeing yourself writing, being a published author in store, autographing books, people writing to you saying, wow, you changed my life with your book. I loved your story, just like they do for Joanie and me.
Mhm.
And the second step is to commit to some kind of schedule to get the writing done and then just watch and see. And if you have any issues of resources that you need, like time, money, whatever else, an editor, a publisher, an agent, however you're seeking your opportunities, write it down and then just dwell on it, meditate on it, pray on it, and write about it daily. And that act of writing on your goals also helps script those synchronicities into reality.
Wow. Well said. That was a mic drop.
Thanks, Tony.
I'm going
Thank
to
you.
re-listen to this podcast just to hear that again. Oh my gosh, you had such good points in that. Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh, holy moly's, holy moly's.
Well, that applies with any goal, but for writing in particular, it's really, really important. And the
Right.
mental, like I was writing this 2 book deal for a publisher some years ago, and I envisioned in my head the editor calling after I sent the book in. I envisioned her saying, Elizabeth, this is great. I love it. And I held that vision in my head while I was writing. And guess what happened after I emailed her the book? She called and said,
Yeah.
Elizabeth, this is great. I love it.
Wow.
Yep, it
And
really
you
was.
knew it. And you knew it before even you had her confirm that.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And then when I was writing my first books, I would imagine myself in Borders bookstore autographing books with a long line of people waiting in line to buy the book and get my autograph. And then that happened when the book came out.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it was on the new
Beautiful.
release table. Yeah, it was incredible. So we have so much power. And if you're writing, you've got at least some creative inkling. So use your imagination to envision what you want and dwell on that. Just embellish it, replay it in your mind every single day, feel the feelings of it, and pretty soon you'll be experiencing it in 3D reality.
Exactly. Exactly. And there was one time I remember that I sort of lost that feeling, Elizabeth, and it was like, oh my gosh. And I remember you saying in a book coaching, Joni, go settle down, go get quiet, go be silent, just let it be, and it will come back. And so it was like a reset button on my forehead that just said,
Mm,
just relax, let it be, and then push
mm,
that reset button, and boom, it appeared again. So
mhm.
that might happen for somebody else, that you sort of lose focus or get off track, or the bumper guards on the bowling alley are definitely needed because to
Yeah.
keep you on track. Yeah,
Very cool, Joni. Very
very
cool.
cool, very
Well,
cool.
we can keep this short and sweet today. I hope that you have an amazing time at San Diego Pride this weekend. And you've already been to She Fest, right?
Yes, that was last weekend and met so many wonderful, wonderful people. And then I met them again, some of them at the LGBTQ Center book talk that I gave this last week. There's a synchronicity. There was a man that showed up. His name is Mark. Hi, Mark. And he's a former Jesuit priest, and he was educated by the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet. And we have similar friends there. And so we've already
Wow.
connected in the whole bit. And then we saw each other at the lighting of the cathedral here in San Diego, which was absolutely beautiful. Do you know there was over 100 some ministers there, LGBTQ, majority of them were LGBTQ and straight. There were a few straight ones, but it was like unbelievable. And they were all in the rows. They were wearing their stalls and their albs and whatever they wanted, nothing, or just a t-shirt and tennis shoes. But the spirituality of that night was incredible. The keynote was Buddhist Jeff, and he gave a
Um,
meditation on
oh,
peace. And he actually had people close their eyes and meditate. And he took us right through a meditation. Oh, did I think of you on that, Elizabeth? Talk about
oh,
synchronicities, because your retreat coming up on August 7th.
yes, uh-huh.
Yes, I've registered. I've sent it out to a few people. I know Ruthie registered, but it's the same thing to meditate and it was just beautiful. But I thought of you, the
Mm,
synchronicities again. And I met so
mhm.
many people, and oh my God, I got filmed by the San Diego Pride. So I had these good big cameras and lights and everything, and everybody
Oh,
was gathering around, and it was so
oh.
much fun. So I hope my words of wisdom and enthusiasm and joy just radiate, and we continue to
Mhm.
touch hearts.
That's amazing, Joanie. That's
Yeah,
amazing. Awesome,
yeah.
awesome. So for all of you out there, please take some inspiration from this podcast today and know that you have the power to make it happen. You just have to believe and take action to
Yes.
do the writing, and the divine synchronicities will follow to help you become a published and hopefully best-selling author touching lives everywhere.
Yes. Yes. Totally. 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 Thank you, everybody, for always listening. And Elizabeth, you are a pro at doing these. You are such a spirit of words and energy. And I appreciate that. And carry on doing what you're doing and touching so many hearts.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Joni. And thank you, all of you, because you're doing the same thing, Joni.
Okay.
So well.
Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh. So, and thank you, all of you. Please share this and comment. We'd love to hear your questions. Please tune in every Friday at noon Eastern time, as well as look at the 11 months or so of shows that we've done every Friday talking about how to write, publish, and promote your book. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, co-founder of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing with our superstar author, Joanie Lindenmeyer, and we wish you happy reading and happy writing. We'll see you
And
next time.
happy Pride.
Yay!
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Love
Bye. Love you. Big
you
hugs.
too. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.